It's a question that's been asked repeatedly over time. What does it mean to be a dad? The answer to that question has been both constant and different, for as times and attitudes change, so too does the meaning of being a dad. So what does it mean to be a dad in today's day and age? Well, it means a whole lot. Being a dad requires that you know there's a difference between protecting and preventing. It involves the transition from being someone who was once selfish to one who is now selfless. Being a dad creates a new reality in that it really is no longer about me anymore. Being a dad means that I must come to accept and remember how we have not inherited this planet from our ancestors, rather we're only borrowing it from our children. We are simply borrowers of this place and not its ultimate beneficiary. Being a dad asks that I always keep in mind the greater good is far more important than the perceived greatness of having goods. Being a dad requires having a perspective, and to that I need to be able to walk a mile in pint-sized shoes. Being a dad requires one to be comfortable with being seen as a hero to someone, but also respectful of the power that being a hero entails. Being a dad means that just as soon as you've figured some aspect of parenting out, you have to start learning another one since your child keeps changing too. Being a dad involves knowing that your kids are watching and listening to everything you do or say. Being a dad requires that you possess the know-how to build a snow fort which no invader could ever get past, as well as the best hot chocolate ever once you come back inside and your kid crew needs to warm up. Being a dad teaches you how to survive with less sleep, since your children will wake you up during the night when they're younger and then keep you up at night once they're older. Being a dad means that you will make mistakes along the way, and that while you think you've just ruined your child for life in the process, you soon discover they're actually more resilient than you think. Being a dad requires you to remember that once upon a time you did the same senseless and stupid things as a kid that your children do today, and yet somehow you still survived. Being a dad prepares you for hearing the word again each and every time you do something with the kids that's fun for them, but physically draining for yourself. Being a dad also quickly teaches you that no matter how many times you say just this once, it will have no bearing whatsoever on how many times you'll be asked to do it. Being a dad has one particular, albeit unfair, advantage over being a mom, in that stress-induced gray hairs on dads are actually seen as positive and distinguished. Being a dad nowadays requires you to be just as skilled with a spatula and a fry pan as you are with a screwdriver and a table saw. But perhaps most of all, being a dad is both the scariest thing a man will ever face and the absolute greatest accomplishment by far. It is what fuels us, inspires us, and drives us every day to do better, be more, and to cherish every second you have with the individuals you help bring to this earth. It is something and it is everything. It is easy and it is hard. It creates stress and relieves stress. It creates joy and inflicts pain. It exposes fears but forces us to overcome them. There is no manual to read from, no instructions to follow, and no absolute right way or wrong to do it. It is simply to watch with your eyes, feel with your heart, think with your mind, and hope for the best. This, to me and to many other fathers everywhere out there, is what truly constitutes the meaning of being a dad.